Closed captioning provided by the UT Haslam College full-time MBA program. Learn, transform, lead. It all starts here.
Let's get ready to work to win. Let's go.
This is it. A passion that knows no equal. For the next 60 minutes, you're tuned to Vol Network coverage of the Tennessee Volunteers.
Let's own the expectations, man. Let's go.
From the heart and soul of the Volunteers Day.
I want the whole city of Knoxville to know that it's football time in Tennessee.
This is Tennessee. This is the Butch Jones Show.
I've been waiting for this one.
Brought to you by the Big Orange Debit Card. Only from the official bank of the Vols, First Tennessee. By Dish. Introducing the Flex Pack. It's a skinny bundle from Dish, official sponsor of the Big Orange. By the Ford F-150. Tough runs in our family. See your local Ford dealer today. And by Farm Bureau Insurance. With agents in more communities than any other insurer, Tennessee turns to Farm Bureau Insurance, the official insurance of the Vols.
It was a festive weekend on the University of Tennessee campus. Homecoming, and of course the focal point was the football game, and the Tennessee Volunteers played extremely well, beating Tennessee Tech 55-0. Coach, congratulations to you and the staff and the players on a good win.
It was a very good win, Bob, and really proud of our players. And this victory really started on Sunday, and I was really proud of their preparation. We always talk about pride in your preparation. We had our best week in terms of preparation and practice. And we talked about getting back to the passion and the energy that's in our DNA and the way we're going to play football at the University of Tennessee. I thought our players responded. We needed to start fast. And I believe in the first 7 plays, we scored 21 points. And we knew this was going to be a team that would run the 40-second clock down. So it had to be a game of patience. But we needed explosive plays. And the way Joshua Dobbs started the game with 11 straight completions, Josh Malone did a great job as well. I thought our offensive line really controlled the line of scrimmage along with our defensive front as well.
What did you see early from Tennessee Tech? Obviously, they're going to try and stop the run, and then Josh Dobbs made a couple of great reads and great throws.
He did. I thought he did a great job of really reading his progressions out, and it all starts up front. Our offensive line was able to allow him to set his feet in the pocket and really be comfortable. And I thought our receivers did a great job with run after the catch, but also making the big plays. I thought the one touchdown pass to Josh Malone near the Peyton Manning locker room, that may have been his best throw of the year.
Yeah, and then John Kelly gave you a great spark with that long touchdown run up the middle.
He did, again, explosive plays. And when I looked out there, it was almost like a freshman game. When you look at Carlin Fields and me really playing for the first time, Jeremy Lewis, John Kelly did a tremendous job. Our offensive line, our young offensive lineman did a great job. I thought Quentin Dormady really stepped up and really did a great job, again, of reading his progressions. And then all the freshman wide receivers from Tyler Bird to Marquez Callaway to Brandon Johnson, and obviously the big punt return by Marquez as well.
But coaches look at, you'll dissect this, you look at how you play the game, no turnovers, few penalties, and that's what coaches like.
Oh, no question. We talked about playing a clean game and getting back to our style of playing. I thought our players really accepted the challenge, and they did a great job. And, they had an edge about themselves, and we're going to need that as we continue on this stretch run. We need to learn from these experiences. We won this game. We played the way we played, all relative to the way we practiced all week.
6th win for Tennessee on the season. We'll show you highlights of Tennessee's win over Tennessee Tech next here on the Butch Jones Show.
Time out to check the stats. Brought to you by Dish.
Tennessee junior defensive end Derek Barnett is simply menacing when it comes to opposing quarterbacks. Check the stats. Following their contest against South Carolina, Derek Barnett's career sack total climbed a few marks higher, amassing 29 career sacks and cementing himself as the nation's leading active sack leader. Moreover, heading into their contest against Tennessee Tech, the volunteer defender is creeping one step closer to the Minister of Defense himself, Reggie White, who recorded 32 career sacks in his 4-year career. Barnett has accumulated his impressive total in only 3 seasons.
check the stats. Dish introduces the new Flex Pack. Learn more at dish.com/Vol. Catch the Vol on Dish, proud partner of the Big Orange.
One Tennessee. One sustainable goal. Zero waste in Neyland Stadium. No sort recycling. Now, zero excuses. Made possible by Eastman, Food City, and Waste Connections. No sort makes it easy to be a good sport. Tackle sustainability. At Tennessee, good sports always recycle.
With CPI Security's InTouch system, you get complete protection, control, and convenience right at your fingertips. Arm your system, lock your doors, and make sure everyone is safe when you're not home. During an emergency, you're quickly connected to our award-winning monitoring station, delivering a fast, personal response when you need it. Call CPI today to get a complete InTouch system, including an interior and outdoor HD camera, touchscreen door lock, and thermostat installed free. That's over $2,100 in free equipment.
From hard work, humble beginnings, and the red clay of Tennessee, greatness is built brick by brick. This is Coach Philip Fulmer. General Shell and I are proud supporters of Tennessee football.
Excellence is a journey that you choose to take. It's a choice to be the academic medical center in the region. It's a focus on not asking what's next, but discovering it. Excellence is having physicians on the cutting edge of medicine, training future generations of physicians. The University of Tennessee Medical Center. Wisdom for your life.
Our family, we're not like any other. We're spirited, tough, loyal. We believe in tradition and honor. Generation after generation, we're Vols for life. This is my family. And this is my truck.
It's all about family football and F-150 on a Tennessee Saturday. Ford Truck Month is here. Now get 0 for 72 on a well-equipped 2016 F-150.
Go Vols!
Dobbs back to throw again. Looks left. Fires long for the end zone. Malone wide open. Touchdown, Tennessee. First down. This time we'll try Kelly up the middle. And he bursts. Gets to the 40. It's a foot race, and they're not going to catch him. To the 40, to the 30. All the way. John Kelly for a Tennessee touchdown. Tennessee Tech 3-yard line. Here's a fake pattern left side for a Tennessee touchdown. Sets up, winds up, fires, intercepted at the 23-yard line. Tennessee coming back the other way to the 35 and to the 40-yard line. It's Cortez McDowell on the interception. 100th year of homecomings at Tennessee on Saturday afternoon. A great crowd at Neyland Stadium, Coach.
It was a great crowd, and I appreciate everyone coming out and really supporting their Vols. And, you know, that positive energy, that excitement, it really started at the Vol Walk, and it was amazing. And our players got off the bus, and they could feel the energy and the passion. And how about all of our fans staying in the game to the end? And that's what makes us the best fan base in America. And it really helps us, and obviously the Neyland effect. And it was great to be back at Neyland Stadium.
And another great thing about the game, because you got the big lead, you played almost everybody that dressed.
We did, and there's also a byproduct of where we need to go from a recruiting standpoint as well in terms of depth. But like I said earlier in the segment, it was like a freshman football game. And then defensively, I named some of the freshmen on offense, and then also Marcus Tatum and Venzel Bower, Drew Richmond, extensive playing time. And that was great to see. Jack Jones, we had the luxury of being able to play him at center, which is great. I thought our offensive line from top to bottom did a very, very good job. But defensively, Nigel Warrior continues to make his presence felt, not only on the defensive side of the ball, but in terms of special teams. The reps that Balin Buchanan's continue to get, I think, was very good. Darrell Taylor did some very, very good things as well from the defensive end position. So, again, I just thought a really great effort from a team that was really ready to play.
A lot of reps for a lot of guys, and the only way they get better is you can practice all you want, but you got to get in the game and see the game speed and how you react there.
No question, game speed, reps. That we talk about the repetitions and then playing in front of 102,455 in Neyland Stadium. It's a little bit different than practice, and you try to simulate those live game situations in practice, but there's no substitute for live game reps.
All right, 3 big games in November coming up. What are the chances of getting Alvin Kamara back for these games in November?
Well, we'll see. I know Alvin Kamara is a very determined young man. He was actually working out in pregame warm-ups. He was on the travel list. He did all treatments. And if there's a will, there's a way that he'll play. He'll will himself to play. But we'll see. We'll know a little bit more. We'll know a little bit more on Monday and Tuesday. He's scheduled to practice on Monday, so we'll see where it goes.
But you feel better about your running backs because you got a bunch of guys in the game. Jeremy Lewis got a bunch of snaps too.
Absolutely. Carlin, Jeremy, and then John Kelly. And the thing I liked about it is not very many negative yardage football plays. These running backs run behind their pads. They always run forward, and they did a great job. Not only in the run game, but I thought in the throw game in terms of route running, but also in the pass protection world as well.
John Kelly's an entertaining young man to talk to. He came in to talk to Tim Priest after the game on radio. Talked about he tells you coaches every day that he can play any position on the field and wants to, even defensive tackle.
And he believes that too, but he's kind of turning into the personality of the team. And I tell you, our players rally around him. He's very tough. He's very tough-minded. He's very, he wills himself every single day. He brings it every day. He has that positive energy, and he's gaining confidence. And our players have tremendous confidence in him as well.
He went over 100 yards, had a long touchdown run for Tennessee. Just one of the many highlights in Tennessee's win over Tennessee Tech.
Dobbs waits for the snap, drops to throw, looks right, fires that way. The pass is going to be caught down at the 30-yard line. Josh Malone, then first down at the Tennessee Tech 30-yard line. Dobbs back to throw again. Looks left, fires long for the end zone. Malone wide open, touchdown, Tennessee. Tennessee Tech overloads the right side. Now a little fly sweep coming to Bird, and Bird can't get to the corner, and he's hit down. Dobbs out of the shotgun with Kelly to his left. Dobbs back to throw. Looks. Safety valve. Kelly near sideline open at midfield now to the 45 and to the 43-yard line and rolled out of bounds. Dobbs with 2 wideouts to the right, and he looks that way as he winds up, fires long for the end zone. That pass is going to be caught. Was he in bounds at the pylon? Touchdown, Tennessee. First down. This time we'll try Kelly up the middle, and he bursts. Gets to the 40. It's a foot race, and they're not going to catch him. To the 40, to the 30, all the way. John Kelly for a Tennessee touchdown. Birdsong back to throw. Big pressure. It's going to be hit and dropped. Corey Vereen got him. Tennessee got great pressure originally from Colton Jumper, and then Corey Vereen came in and finished it off at the Tennessee Tech 3-yard line. There's a fade pattern left side, and making the catch for a Tennessee touchdown is Jawan Jennings on the fade pattern. Birdsong with Thainrat to his right, back to throw. Sets up, looks, pressure, gonna be sacked back at the 10-yard line as Demarie Mixon rolls him down. 2nd and 5. Dormady back to throw, guns this one over the middle, complete, right in stride down to the 10-yard line. It will be 2nd down and goal. Handoff, feels Amin, hitting the backfield, falls forward, and he's into the checkerboards. Touchdown, Tennessee. Snap down, kick on the way, and the kick is up and good. Bounces at the 40, takes it 2 hops to Callaway, and he fields it to the 40, to midfield. He's off and running to the 40-yard line, and the punter slows him down and tackles him. Wow, that was a burst by Marquez Callaway. 4 of 6 through the air for 61 yards. Dormady back to throw. Fires, pass, toward the pylon, caught out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Jeff George. First and goal at the 1. Dormady hands off tailback. And Carlin Fields-Ami gets close, but no signal yet. And now touchdown. A touchdown for the Tennessee tailback. Standing tailback. Plainrat behind him. Fake it to him. Birdsong being pressured, rolling. They're chasing him. They got him at the 35-yard line. Running down from behind, Marquell Osborne was chasing him the whole time. The Tennessee 38-yard line. Back to throw is Birdsong. Sets up, winds up, fires, intercepted at the 23-yard line. Tennessee coming back the other way to the 35 and to the 40-yard line. It's Cortez McDowell on the interception. On either side. Birdsong. Oh, the snap goes over his head. Running after it. Birdsong picks it up and then just slings it. And the pass incomplete on 4th down and 1 from the 35-yard line. Handoff tailback, and Darrell Taylor's got him wrapped up, and they're not going to make it. A loss on the play. Nigel Warrior also comes up to make the play. Madoni to punt it away. High snap, gets it, boots it away. His best kick of the day. Callaway fields at the 38. Looks for running room, pops it to the 50, gets to the 40, comes down to the 30-yard line, breaks a tackle with the punter, goes to the 10, and all the way to the checkerboards in the north end zone. Marquez Callaway, a 62-yard punt return for a touchdown. And Tennessee leads 54-0, and Callaway being mobbed by his teammates.
It's time to honor the Tennessee Vol Scholar of the Week. Brought to you by Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics. Shop ChooseNissan.com. Innovation that excites. This week, we recognize Aaron Medley as our Vol Scholar of the Week. Aaron's major is Recreation and Sport Management. He graduated in 3.5 years and also taught himself how to play the piano. Aaron is a 2016-2017 Vol Scholar and had a 3.0 GPA last year. That's why he's our Vol Scholar of the Week.
The 2016 Nissan Altima. An IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus. With forward emergency braking that could stop for you. Get to your local Nissan store today. Take on sudden stops. It's a Nissan, proud partner of the Tennessee Volunteers.
At Farm Bureau Health Plans, you may have heard us say, we've got you covered.
What does gotcha mean?
It means no matter who you are.
Or what age.
Whether you just need coverage for one.
Or for you, your wife, or kids.
You've got choices for great health plans.
And Medicare supplements?
All our plans have options.
With different levels of coverage.
And deductibles and co-payments.
Mom, can I get covered?
Of course. Have questions? Visit fbhealthplans.com or your local Farm Bureau office. We've got you covered.
Sophie, his 13th birthday. Gift, we've got you. Guitar, coming tomorrow. Road game today, surprise party tomorrow. Change of plans. Game tomorrow.
No, birthday tomorrow.
Hotel. Guitar, reroute.
Birthdays are on birthdays.
Party, relocate. UPS My Choice makes rerouting packages easy.
Mom.
How we're helping companies solve for the needs of customers like Sophie.
I just wanna break the rules. I just wanna break the rules.
The Butch Jones Show is being brought to you by Verizon, the better network. Verizon, official wireless provider of the Tennessee Volunteers.
By the natural gas utilities and pipeline companies in Tennessee.
Natural gas.
By UT Medical Center, Tennessee's hospital. UT Medical Center, wisdom for your life. And by Food City, the tailgating capital of Big Orange Country. And proud sponsor of UT Athletics. Food City, value every day.
I'm Maddie Glab with VFL Eric Ainge. This is the Film Room, a segment where Eric breaks it down for us. Today we're talking about linebackers. So the 4-3, that's a base defense. You got your Mike, you got your Sam, you got your Will. What are these guys' jobs out there?
All right, Sam, Mike, Will, 4-3. The first thing you got to remember when we're doing all of this is the first number is the defensive front, second number is the linebacker scheme. So 4-3 right here, and that's dictated by the offensive personnel. So we have a tight end right here and 2 running backs, 21 personnel on offense, 4-3 scheme. They're in a slot formation, keeping everybody in the box, 7 guys in the box. Let's go ahead and snap it. Down set hut, ball snapped. You got McDowell right here. He's the Will linebacker. He's got to be pretty fast. Used to be a safety, right? Mabin was that guy too when he was playing. So you have to have a good athletic Will linebacker, a strong Mike linebacker that can play a little coverage and attack downhill. He's the quarterback of the defense.
So Tennessee drops into the nickel a lot. They do the 4-2-5. So that means 2 linebackers, but does the nickel then help out at the linebacker position ever?
Yeah, and we've talked about the nickel a lot. You know, he has to have a linebacker mentality, but safety athleticism. He has to have corner ability to play man-to-man out here. These 2 guys are the 2 we're talking about. 4-2 right here. So watch McDowell and Jumper right here. Down set hut, ball's going to get snapped. There's your 2 linebackers up there to the top of the screen, and they have to get involved in the run game, the pass rush game. Right there, good job by Jumper staying back and attacking on the football. But that's your 4-2. You just bind them out or take your big Sam out when they go spread and they go 11 personnel, bring a tight end in, another receiver, and that's when you bring the nickel in.
And then we have the 3-4. We added Jack, but I only see 2 linebackers in this personnel we got.
You're right. You got 2 linebackers here. We're in dime right here. We have 6 defensive backs, 2 linebackers, and our 3 pass rushing defensive linemen out there right now. Just because it says 3-4 doesn't mean it has to be 4 big, strong, giant linebackers. This is what we would call an odd front. So these guys up here are going to be sitting back there saying odd, 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 and they need to decide whether or not he is a pass rush threat. So when you get in a 3-4 front, it makes the pass
messy.
Yeah, pass protection gets real messy, and these guys have to communicate very well to get all that picked up. Let's watch this one. Down set hut, ball snapped, 3-4, illusion of bringing pressure, and then they're going to drop out. Those 3 guys, they didn't block Barnett. That's usually not a good idea, right? Good job getting after the running back.
The linebackers, a position that's huge on defense and is heavily determined by what the offense shows.
Coach, one thing about you, you've had to play a lot of linebackers this year, haven't you?
Well, we have, and these players have done a very, very good job, and you can see them gaining confidence and getting better as the season progresses. And the Mike, the Sam, the Will, and when you think of a 3 linebacker set, Mike is always the middle of the 3. But when you have linebackers that can play a number of the different positions, that helps as well, just from an overall depth standpoint. The other thing that comes from the linebacker room and the linebacker position is a lot of your special teams are comprised of the linebackers. So again, not only are they playing for us defensively, but they're making impact felt on special teams as well. And a lot of these players with injuries, we've lost some valuable role players as well, like a Cortez Sapp, who really helped us on special teams before he went down early in the year. But we ask a lot of these players because they're involved in all of our special teams.
Linebackers, it's a different breed these days. It used to be big, tough guys and they'll stop on the run. Now they got to cover guys out of the backfield. They got to be able to run. It's a really kind of a hybrid position now, isn't it?
No question. You have to be able to play in what we call the box, but you have to be able to play out on the perimeter. And there's so much that goes into playing the linebacker position, and a lot of it is instincts, relying on your training to reading your keys and acting. And we talked about to our football team, particularly our young players, we had a lot of young players that have been thinking and reacting as opposed to acting. And when you're thinking and reacting, you're always maybe a step short, a 6-inch punch or a junction point get off. And I thought our players acted this past week in practice and also on the game as well.
And it's awfully nice to have Darren Kirkland Jr. back in the middle.
He adds a whole nother element. Again, I think he's one of the best linebackers in this conference. Our players believe in him, and he's an individual who really has the size that you need, the strength, but also the versatility from playing a multitude of positions and the speed and quickness that you're looking for.
He can really, really run. Speaking about somebody who can run, we'll have a feature on John Kelly, Tennessee's tailback, when we come back next here on the Butch Jones Show.
You're never too young to be a VFL. Sign up for the Junior Vols Club. For more information or to sign up for Junior Vols, visit utsports.com. Presented by the Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic. Proudly serving the University of Tennessee Athletic Department since 1949.
Being a First Tennessee customer makes you very, very comfortable and very confident that you're getting the best of the best in terms of customer service, innovation, and updated technologies each and every day. First Tennessee provides everything to be successful in a convenient way, especially with the online banking and the mobile banking. And the most powerful word you can use is trust, and I trust them with all my banking. I tell anyone who wants to bank with the best, follow me to First Tennessee.
I'm Clay Matthews, and I'm good at football. And so is Verizon. Because if you have Verizon, you now have Stream Pass. Get access to the best NFL content, hassle-free, all in HD without using your data. So you can watch every live, local, and primetime game on your phone with NFL Mobile. That's better than good. It's the best.
And I'm the best.
Watch live NFL games and more on NFL Mobile with Stream Pass. Only on America's Best Network.
It's been used universally for decades. The consummate attaboy. Good job. Way to go. Because nothing says a job well done like the classic high five. So if someone wants to give you five, the polite thing to do is say thank you. That's why for 5 years in a row, Farm Bureau Insurance has been proud to receive the J.D. Power Award for highest customer satisfaction among auto insurers in the Southeast region. Farm Bureau Insurance. Tennessee turns to us.
Our family, we're not like any other. We're spirited, tough, loyal. We believe in tradition and honor. Generation after generation, we're Vols for life. This is my family.
And this is my truck.
It's all about family football and F-150 on a Tennessee Saturday. Ford Truck Month is here. Now get 0 for 72 on a well-equipped 2016 F-150.
Go Vols!
Why are the clothes always so damp? Why do they take so long to dry?
Because we have an electric dryer.
Dad, why is this house so cold?
It's electric heat. Just bundle up and go ask your mother.
Mom, why is the
Go ask your father.
Why did this take so long? Why is it dry? Why is it burnt?
Maybe we should finally switch to natural gas.
Finally!
Why haven't you switched to natural gas?
Tennessee fans, it's time to lock in. On sale now is the official Tennessee football fan t-shirt for 2016. Lock-in shirts are on sale now at Vol shops on campus and at participating fan shops across the state, including Alumni Hall, Hound Dogs, Walgreens, Sports Seasons, and Food City. That's Lock In, presented by Dish. The Vol Network now turns the spotlight on Team 120, brought to you by Hyundai. Proud supporter of college football and loyal fans everywhere.
Touchdown, Tennessee, John Kelly.
I'm Maddie Glab, sitting with sophomore running back John Kelly. All right, John, you go into the season as the number 3 running back. Now you're listed as the starting running back. How has your mindset kind of changed through this season so far?
From the beginning, I've always had the mindset of a starter. I always wanted to prepare like I was going to be the starting running back any week because it's a crazy league and you never know like when a guy's going to go down, when something's going to happen. So I tried to train myself to always be prepared to just get thrown out there at any moment.
Coach Jones has called you a behind-the-scenes leader this season. How have you done that?
Well, I just feel like I want to be influential to any of the young players or anybody because I know that we all got the same mindset and we all want to win. So I want to just make sure I install that in everybody's head every single day because we're all playing for the same purpose.
Alvin Kamara has called you his little brother. You've called him your big brother.
Oh,
What
yeah.
is that relationship like between the two of you?
Well, just like you said, Alvin's my big brother. That's just how it is. And like he's been mentoring me since I got here and we just been talking and like talking ball, talking life. It's just like Alvin is always going to be there.
You've explained your running style as angry. The offensive line has also said your running style is angry. Tell me about that. How are you an angry running back?
Well, I mean, I'm just really out there trying to go forward. That's really my thing. I will do anything to not lose any yards. So if that means I got to run through somebody, I'm just going to have to do it. And I'm trying to run as hard as I can every single play.
John Kelly, young back there, very high on
And you're a skateboarder. When did you get into that sport?
Well, I've been skating since I was probably 10. My mom can tell you. I've been skating since I was about 10 years old. And I mean, it's been times where I just really wanted to become a skateboarder. So I was determined to do it, but my mom, she kind of like, she was gonna let me do it for a minute, but she realized like, I probably got a good chance for football as well, so.
Was the young John Kelly thinking, I'm going pro in skateboarding?
Definitely. Yeah, I definitely thought I was gonna be a pro skateboarder, like around 16 years old, I swear.
But whenever you go out to skate, is that kind of a de-stressor for you?
Oh yeah, definitely. It takes my mind so far from football. And like, as I got older, I realized I can't try to be the pro skateboarder I wanted to be. So like, I just try to chill and like, not do extreme things.
John, thanks for sitting down with me. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, no problem.
So obviously, let's get this clear. No skateboarding during the season, right, for John Kelly?
Absolutely no skateboarding, and he knows that. And I'll make sure that he knows it.
Has he tried to get you up on one yet?
No, and I won't get up on there. I don't know where there's very many skateboarding parks in the city of Detroit and Oak Park, so I got to find those as well. But, you know, when we talk about leadership, the definition of leadership is influence, and he's really influencing his teammates in a very positive manner.
He's a young man that's come in, I'll do anything you need me to do to win a football game.
We talked in my office earlier this week, and I talked about him five weeks ago. You weren't even carrying the football. Now look, if you just stay true to who you are, you continue to lead, good things are going to happen for you. And he just worked and worked and worked. And it's a great illustration that when your opportunity comes, go take advantage of that opportunity. He's doing that.
And so far, John Kelly has. And the other amazing thing, he's not lost a single yard from scrimmage all season long, all positive running plays. And that's special for a running back.
It is very special, and we need that. We always talk about sometimes, you know, a 1 yard gain or a 0 yard gain is a good run. We call it getting the dirty yards and getting the ball back to the line of scrimmage. Again, he's an individual who runs very determined. As some of our players say, he runs angry.
He sure does. John Kelly, a special running back for Tennessee. When we come back, we'll ask the coach here on the Butch Jones Show.
The Vols rushed for 120 yards or more this week. Download the Dunkin' Donuts app and get a free medium hot or iced coffee today. Vol fans, run on Dunkin'.
There's people who care where I'm going, and good friends who welcome me home. So get a full tank of freedom, drive the American road. And with a full tank of freedom, find your own highway. We'll take you wherever you go. Take you wherever you go.
You know, these Zaxby's fried pickles really take me back to Meemaw's kitchen.
Yeah, Meemaw really would have loved these. Is that a time machine?
Yep, and I brought Meemaw back with me.
That's not Meemaw.
Ooh, okay, let's get you back inside.
Better than Grandma's? Maybe. Indescribably good? Definitely. Fried pickles are back. Lightly breaded, fried to perfection, and served with ranch sauce. Try them before they're gone. Zaxby's.
Good or better? The Hyundai Sonata versus the Toyota Camry. The Sonata has an available panoramic sunroof. The Camry? No. In the Sonata, available Android Auto. The Camry? No again. And only the Hyundai is backed by America's best warranty. Better is the reason to buy Hyundai. The 2017 Sonata from Hyundai.
Monday night means more Tennessee football. Join us from 8 to 9 p.m. for the Big Orange Hotline. Bob Kessling, Jeff Francis, and Pat Ryan break down Saturday's ballgame live from the patio of Dead End Barbecue in West Knoxville. That's the Big Orange Hotline, every Monday night. You asked, he'll answer. This is Ask the Coach, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Check them out at academy.com/Vols for your chance to win Tennessee football tickets. No purchase necessary.
Next question this week from Barry Hudson. He says several players played their first significant minutes. Who impressed you?
That's the exciting thing about the game, is that there was a lot of individuals that really played well. And they earned the right to play through their work throughout the course of the week of practice. And there's so many to name. I named a bunch of them, but also Marcus Tatum. These individuals continue to work and work and work. And we always talk about, no matter who's in the game, the level, the expectation never changes by way we're going to play football here. And I thought they did that. They had fun and they encouraged each other. But like I said, it was almost like a freshman football game for us out there. And those will prove to be valuable reps as we move forward to meaningful games in November.
John Bryce now joins us. John?
Coach, I wanted to ask you, when John Kelly broke free on his long touchdown run, I saw what seemed like every offensive lineman trying their best to keep up with him downfield, celebrating in the end zone with him, lifting him up in their arms. And then I saw John Kelly lift up Ja'Shawn Robertson. Number one, did you know it was that strong? And number two, what is it about the camaraderie and that relationship that seems already developed?
Well, you just said it, camaraderie. They really, truly believe in John Kelly. He has great spirit and energy, and they love blocking for him. And we talked about getting back to our style of play. We have a thing on offense called body in a body. Is whether we throw the ball, it's almost like synchronized swimming. Everyone works forward and works up the field. The same thing with our downfield blocking. And I thought our style of play took tremendous strides in moving forward to our expectations, but I thought our offensive line did a tremendous job. I thought our receivers blocked and our running backs ran the ball hard, and I thought our quarterbacks managed the offense.
We talked a little earlier in the week about the leadership already emanating from that sophomore class. We saw it again today, whether it's a John Kelly or a Darren Kirkland. And Rashawn Galton, he's a redshirt sophomore, but he's part of that group. What is it about that group that seems already suited to help lead your team and your program into the future?
We need as many leaders as we can possibly get. And like we talked about, leadership is influence, and you don't have to be a captain to be a leader. And I think everyone is really starting to grow into that role. And Balaam Buchanan's another individual. When it's all said and done, he'll be a great leader as a true freshman. But we spent a lot of time, and one of the unique things we have here at the University of Tennessee is a Vol Leaders Academy. And we have 3 individuals in that academy right now. And Jack Jones has done a tremendous job being in that curriculum. Ja'Shawn Robertson, Kyle Phillips. And what we're going to do in the offseason is we're going to bring that to our entire team, because those individuals are gaining. It's a year-round curriculum that not very many people in the country have. It was created by the Thornton Center staff and Dr. Joe Scoggin. And our players really it inspires them. They come to me all the day with the curriculum and what they're covering in the class. And I think that has kind of permeated throughout the course of our football team.
Coach, now you go into a November stretch of SEC games, 2 home games and a road game coming up. Meaningful games, and it starts with Kentucky.
Well, it does, and again, the goal doesn't change. We're looking to be 1-0 this week. We were 1-0 this past week. Now, obviously, a big game in Neyland Stadium. We're going to need everyone to come out in full Neyland effect, and we have to provide some momentum and some spark for our great fan base as well. But again, it gets back to understanding of winning the game throughout your week of preparation, and we have to have a great week of that. But I saw a football team that was very, very excited about the victory, and I expect them to come very hungry and very determined on Monday.
A lot of scoreboard watching in November, but you got to concentrate on your scoreboard and your team, don't you, this time of the year?
The most important scoreboard is our scoreboard, and we have to control what we can control, and that's our stealth, that's our style of play, that's our preparation, and controlling the controllables, and that's us.
Coach, it was a good win against Tennessee Tech Fun Day at Neyland Stadium. Congratulations, and we'll see you Saturday against Kentucky.
Look forward to it, Bob. Thanks.
Butch Jones, his comments after the win over the Golden Eagles. We'll continue with more next here on the Butch Jones Show.
Fans, please direct your attention to the video board for tonight's Loyal Fan of the Game. Brought to you by Hyundai. Vol fans are loyal. Hyundai fans are loyal too. Enough to be ranked #1 in customer loyalty 6 years in a row.
No matter the day, it's always football time in Tennessee. Join the Vol Network each weekday at Calhoun's on the River for Vol Calls. Talk Tennessee football with head coach Butch Jones. Vol Calls, Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. on the Vol Network.
Samantha, you have Staphylococcus aureus impetigo. You'll need a macrolide.
You have a minor skin infection. He's giving you an antibiotic.
Let's do decloxacillin.
Can you make that cefuroxime? Because her insurance doesn't cover the other.
No problem. Your symptoms should subside within a fortnight. Magnum Diem.
He said you'll be fine in 2 weeks and have a great day.
We obviously can't always be with you, but we're always here for you. Your local Food City pharmacist.
There's something out there. Something stirring. Something wild. Introducing the Wild family of instant games from the Tennessee Lottery. Win up to $500,000. Out of nowhere. Only from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun.
To win championships, first and foremost, you have to win with people. It's all about an organization. It's all about a total commitment. Just like First Tennessee, they win with people on a daily basis. From the professionalism to the convenience that they provide myself and my family, and also just staying up on the top of things, the latest trends in banking, the customer service, the convenience, and the passion by which they go by each and every day. They understand the volunteer spirit.
Excellence is finding ways to solve new challenges. It's one of the reasons we created our 6 centers of excellence. Physicians from different disciplines working together to provide better solutions for you. It's a collaborative effort that pushes us to be our best and to provide you with the best care possible. Excellence is a journey that we take every day. The University of Tennessee Medical Center. Wisdom for your life.
Our family, we're not like any other. We're spirited, tough, loyal. We believe in tradition and honor. Generation after generation, we're Vols for life. This is my family. And this is my truck.
It's all about family football and F-150 on a Tennessee Saturday. Ford Truck Month is here. Now get 0 for 72 on a well-equipped 2016 F-150.
Go Vols!
The Butch Jones Show is being brought to you by CPI Security, proud corporate sponsor of the Vols. By Humana, over 50 years of experience in the healthcare industry. Humana, your partner in health.
By the natural gas utilities and pipeline companies in Tennessee.
Natural gas.
And by the Tennessee Education Lottery, proud to have raised over $3.5 billion to support education programs in Tennessee. This is Exact Science, brought to you by Humana, your partner in health.
The ACL is the main ligament that provides stability to our knee when we do sport movements like change of direction and jump landing. Recovery times are quite long, and it's a ligament that is pretty common to be injured in football. So anything we can do to prevent that injury is obviously something we want to work hard at. So one of the evaluation tools that we'll use with our players to decide if they're strong in their hips is a step-down technique. So when we do this, we'll watch his knees from the front to make sure that his knee stays over top of his toe as he does a step-down, showing that his hip is strong enough to control his knee position. Good. And we can see there his knee stayed over top of his toe. Daryl's going to demonstrate what it may look like if someone had hip weakness on their left side. And we would look for his knee to come together towards his other knee, and the inability to keep his knee straight over top of his toe could mean that he has weakness in his hips that we need to address to prevent knee injuries. One of the other things that we will evaluate with our players that we feel might be at risk is their jump landing technique. The first will be with a good position of his knees over top of his toes and a good absorption of shock when he lands. So you see his knees stayed over top of his toes well, he bent his knees and hips and absorbed the shock well. One of the things we'll look for that could lead to an injury again with hip weakness is on a jump landing when their knees collapse towards each other, and that can show weakness in the hips. You see how his knees quickly buckled in and came back out. They didn't stay in line over top of his toes. That could indicate again weakness in the hips that could lead to the knee being in bad position when they land, and therefore possibly an injury. Once we identify a factor that we think can lead one of our players to be at higher risk for an ACL injury, we'll intervene with a prevention program, mainly based upon strengthening the muscles that we feel may be weak or training the techniques of either balance or jump landing that they may have a deficit in. So for an athlete that does have weakness in his hips, one of the exercises we'll do is a band walk, where we have the band around their knees. He's going to step and control the other foot coming towards it so that he's resisting the motion. This is great strengthening of his hip muscles that help control that knee position when he lands. Another exercise we'll do to address hip weakness is what we call a dog leg. And Daryl has a ball that's pinched between his knee so that he's engaging his hamstring and his glute. And then he's got a weight on his ankle, and he's going to go ahead and he's going to kick out to the side, and he's going to strengthen these abduction and external rotators of his hip, which control that knee position when he steps down and lands.
With CPI Security's InTouch system, you get complete protection, control, and convenience right at your fingertips. Arm your system, lock your doors, and make sure everyone is safe when you're not home. During an emergency, you're quickly connected to our award-winning monitoring station, delivering a fast, personal response when you need it. Call CPI today to get a complete InTouch system, including an interior and outdoor HD camera, touchscreen door lock, and thermostat installed free. That's over $2,100 in free equipment.
From hard work, humble beginnings, and the red clay of Tennessee, greatness is built brick by brick. This is Coach Philip Fulmer. General Shell and I are proud supporters of Tennessee football.
Good or better? The Hyundai Santa Fe Sport versus the Ford Edge.
Should we be wearing helmets?
The Santa Fe Sport has an available multi-view camera system. The Edge doesn't.
What was that?
On the Hyundai, available auto emergency braking. On the Ford, nope.
Hey, what's with the axe?
And only the Hyundai is backed by America's best warranty.
No.
Better is the reason to buy Hyundai.
I'm out.
The 2017 Santa Fe Sport from Hyundai.
Flankers left and right. This will be Jamal Lewis pounding up the middle, breaking into the open. To the 35, to the 40, to the 45, to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give it to him. Touchdown, Jamal Lewis.
It was just efficient. That was my mindset coming into the game. That was my mindset for the entire offense, just to come out, play an efficient game. You know, if the throw is there to be made, make the throw. If the play is there to be made, just simply make the play. Have an efficient day and play with energy and enjoy what you're doing.
As he winds up, fires long for the end zone. That pass is going to be caught. Touchdown, Tennessee.
You know, it was really exciting to see guys like Malone and Jawan catch touchdowns, and then see Brandon Johnson, Marquez Callaway, and different guys just enjoy themselves. You know, Carlin got in the end zone for his first touchdown. Marquez had his first punt return. So it was a lot of fun to see those guys do well and have success tonight.
First down. Tom will try Kelly up the middle, and he burst it. Gets to the 40. It's a foot race, and they're not going to catch it.
Oh, it felt good. It was a perfectly executed play. The guys up front really took care of everybody. And I was just able to see the small seam, trust the play, and just ran as fast as I can. I know the coaches, they want us to trust every play that they call, so I just trusted it and hit it.
Back with John Bryce. John, a lot of good things offensively to talk about. Passing, Tennessee was 22 of 27. No turnovers. A lot of good things in being efficient with the offense.
And a lot of guys involved. We saw Juwan Jennings with a remarkable one-handed catch after Josh Malone had sort of broken the seal early with a couple of big touchdown catches. And just a really good day all the way around, Bob, for a lot of guys. You didn't see balls being dropped like has at times plagued Tennessee this season. I thought Josh Malone played a very complete game. They were able to get Tyler Bird and Brandon Johnson involved as well. Just a number of players stepped up. And I liked Josh Dobbs saying in postgame Saturday night that he didn't believe he should have had any incomplete passes. And I think you see how much it means to Dobbs in these sort of situations. Even last week when he talked about how film showed exactly what he knew, he didn't play well enough at South Carolina. I just think that sort of leadership is infecting the rest of the team in a very positive way.
Defensively, of course, Tennessee pitches the shutout, and you look at how much better, at least it seemed to be, the defense flowed with Darren Kirkland Jr. out there in the middle of it.
Back to just really efficient defense, Bob, and we saw Darren Kirkland making a lot of plays. I thought Tennessee played with more violence than we have seen all year long, and that's something that they've been looking for, and they were still trying to strip the ball in the third and fourth quarters. Cortez McDowell had the interception that was kind of gift wrapped to him, but he still read the play and made a really nice play. But again, I thought a number of guys, Demarie Mixon, the celebration by his teammates when he got that sack, I just thought it was a very organic sort of celebration from the team today, that it seemed to mean a lot and genuinely mean a lot to a lot of guys.
Did Tennessee find a new punt returner in Marquez Callaway? The first time he says he's ever returned a punt for a touchdown.
That's exactly what I was going to say to you. The most interesting thing is we heard Butch Jones say he was a natural at it. Marquez Callaway said it's the first time I've ever done it. So he had returned punts before, but he had never returned one for a touchdown. And he's a guy who was a U.S. Army All-American, Bob, so he wasn't exactly a hidden gem. You would have thought he would have one along the way, but he made his first one very memorable.
Yeah, he was pretty dynamic. It's time to announce the AutoZone player of the game. Get in the zone, AutoZone, and in the zone for Tennessee was wide receiver Josh Malone. Had his second 100-yard receiving game in his Tennessee career, 5 catches, 112 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So congratulations to Josh Malone, our AutoZone player of the game. For the auto parts, accessories, and advice you need, get in the zone, AutoZone. Next up for the Tennessee Volunteers, the Kentucky Wildcats. We'll look ahead to that game next Saturday at Neyland Stadium when we come back in just a moment.
The Butch Jones Show is being brought to you by CPI Security, proud corporate sponsor of the Vols. By Humana, over 50 years of experience in the healthcare industry. Humana, your partner in health.
By the natural gas utilities and pipeline companies in Tennessee.
Natural gas.
And by the Tennessee Education Lottery, proud to have raised over $3.5 billion to support education programs in Tennessee.
We are believers. Trust is earned in the field, where a full day's work will always tell the truth. We believe in what we do and what we have done. Who are we? Number 1 in subcompact tractors, number 1 in compact excavators, and number 1 in diesel engines. We are Kubota.
Our family, we're not like any other. We're spirited, tough, loyal. We believe in tradition and honor. Generation after generation, we're Vols for life. This is my family.
And this is my truck.
It's all about family football and F-150 on a Tennessee Saturday. Ford Truck Month is here. Now get 0 for 72 on a well-equipped 2016 F-150.
Go Vols!
You are the man of the hour, the king of the castle. Your subjects look upon you in awe and anticipation because you're about to make their culinary dreams come true. Guess you should have had natural gas.
First Tennessee is the official bank of the Vols. They have backed us. They've been extremely supportive, and I'm very proud to be partners with them as we continue to venture on this journey brick by brick. They are Tennessee. They're what this great state has been built upon. People, customer service, innovation, passion, and constant never-ending improvement. Based in Tennessee, they give their all for Tennessee each and every day. There's only one official bank of the Vols, and that's First Tennessee.
It's been used universally for decades. The consummate attaboy. Good job. Way to go. Because nothing says a job well done like the classic high five.
So if someone wants to give you 5, the polite thing to do is say thank you. That's why for 5 years in a row, Farm Bureau Insurance has been proud to receive the J.D. Power Award for highest customer satisfaction among auto insurers in the Southeast region. Farm Bureau Insurance. Tennessee turns to us.
Time now for the First Tennessee First Look, a scouting report and look ahead at the Vols' upcoming opponents. Brought to you by First Tennessee, the official bank of the Vols.
I'm VFL Eric Ainge. It's time for the First Tennessee First Look. The Kentucky Wildcats this weekend. On offense, expect a lot of spread formations and tunnel screens outside. A very good screen team in general, but they also like to run the ball. Stanley Williams, running back, 3rd in the conference overall in total rushing yards. They get the ball out of their hand quick. They don't take a lot of sacks, and they're pretty good on offense overall. On defense, a 4-down front, very basic, but they still play good football. They have 2 of the top 5 leading tacklers in the Southeastern Conference on their team, a linebacker and a safety. They get after the quarterback, a little undersized at some of the defensive line spots, but they're very fast and very athletic as well. I'm VFL Eric Ainge, and that's the First Tennessee First Look.
So the Kentucky Wildcats come to town on Saturday to take on Tennessee, and suddenly Kentucky's still in the mix here in the SEC East.
Still in the mix, Bob. We talked about it at the end of the radio broadcast Saturday night. I think it's the most meaningful Kentucky-Tennessee game since 2007, and that's the last time that Tennessee went to the SEC championship game. That's the same season that Kentucky knocked off #1 LSU, the eventual national champion. So I think that there's a lot going on in that game next weekend, and it's a huge game. Tennessee's season has a new lease on it, and I think this is a team that's playing with maybe a better passion and joy than what we've seen in several weeks.
Tennessee traditionally this season has a hard time stopping the run. Kentucky loves to run the football.
Loves to run the football, has a really talented backfield duo, a freshman and a senior. They're getting a lot of production from those guys. They've been scoring a lot of points during this recent hot tear that the Wildcats have been on, and they were left for dead early in the season, have found a way to really reclaim their campaign this year, and they'll bring a lot of fans down, and it will be a very intense environment. It would make Kentucky's whole season to find a way to come in and win in Neyland Stadium for the first time in decades.
It will be interesting to see the edge Tennessee has coming up, though, in the game. Now, when you have a game like this against Tennessee Tech, you suddenly maybe get caught in this, we've got everything fixed now. We're back, and this is where we're supposed to be. Now they've got to keep that focus and understand they've got to go out and beat Kentucky.
And again, the fact that Josh Dobbs comes into the postgame after starting 10 for 10 and looking so good and had the deep ball to Malone that was just beautiful, saying, well, I shouldn't have had any incompletions. The way that John Kelly runs with such passion and toughness, I think that there's a new vibe around this team. We'll see if it manifests itself. That's the next key. The Vols have now started a game fast and really seized control from the outset for the first time all year. How do they manifest it moving forward? Could not only tell about their season next week against Kentucky, but tell about it the rest of the month of November.
So 3 big SEC games in the month coming up, and it starts on Saturday against the Kentucky Wildcats. Thanks for being with us. We'll have highlights of the Tennessee-Kentucky game next week here on The Butch Jones Show.
This has been a presentation of the Vol Network, produced by IMG, the world's premier sports media and entertainment company. Produced at the Hand Digital Studio.